1 second, just gotta finish this email. What's good? In this week's episode, we cover a very... 1 second, that looks better. What's good, y'all? Kyle Loftus. In this week's episode, we are reviewing the one and only Godox S30s. Let's do it. So first and foremost, I want to be straight up and upfront with you all. This is a partnership with Godox. Godox did send me these lights to do a product review, so I want to put that out there first and foremost. However, I'm going to be giving you guys a very honest and truthful review of these lights. So without further ado, let's do it. So first things first, a great old product unboxing and reveal. We're gonna kind of review and look over these different items. So what came in the package was obviously the S30 light. It came with some different power option supplies, which was really cool. So it gave you some different options to kind of plug in and get power. Additionally, the bundle came with a set of fences. So these can help you kind of diffuse light, but it also gives you some different variations that, cover only half the screen. One where it's, a light fencing, then the middle area is heavy, and then the third area, there's no fencing. So it just gives you some different options that allow you to kind of get more creative with your shooting style and just how you're kind of directing and utilizing light for your scenes and sets. Additionally, they also gave you a set of kind of creative filters. These filters come with these two devices that you can put the filters in, that you can then put into the different lens options or the different lighting options, if you will, that come with the S30. These personally, I think, are cheesy. I'm not gonna even show you guys how to use or implement them here in this video, simply because I'm never going to use them, just being honest. Additionally, this setup came with 2 sets of gels, which was really awesome. So in this bundle of gels, you're essentially getting the entire RGB spectrum almost. So really cool, allows you to do some very awesome and varying looks. So the gels just allow you to make it a much more versatile looks, which is just fantastic. Lastly, what comes in this package is 3 different options for attachments that you can put onto the S30. So these different attachments will allow you to control and maneuver the light in different ways, which is, again, really cool and unique. And we'll kind of be reviewing here with some different lighting setups and looks that I decided to go ahead and create and make for you guys to showcase how you could really put these lights to use. Almost forgot. Barn doors. So they give you a set of barn doors, very versatile set. You can actually peel and fold them back, so you can get a very refined and tight controlled light. Again, you can really control and direct these lights, which is fantastic. That's the big perk of these lights. To me, I'm not gonna ever be using these lights to be a key light or to fill and light a whole entire scene and room, but these are great accent lights. So they're great for lighting specific objects, like we have lit in the corner there. So that camera is being lit by a S30, and I'm also getting some backlight or hair light right here from another S30. So just kind of showing you guys how it can be used and put to practical use for tutorial setups, interviews, just a general scene and setup. If you're shooting in a big kitchen, you can use the accent lights to highlight maybe different items on the wall that might have significance to the scene. There's just a lot of ways that you can use these lights, but again, it's never gonna act as a key light. I take that back, because I kind of use it as a key light for these lighting setups. So without further ado, let's check them out. As you're seeing here, it's just some different various looks that you can do and achieve with these lights. And so, the single spotlight effect, you can do a straight silhouette on the wall. You can create single beam of light, whether that's a thin horizontal line or a thin vertical line. There's just so much versatility with this, guys. I mean, you can do a top-down look with one light. You can do 2 side lights with different colors, so you're having complementary colors and creating this cool split light effect. You can also get very versatile and show various looks simply by changing the attachments you use to put on the S30. And again, guys, I'm really just showing you these various looks to kind of open your mind a bit, expand your creative thought process, and allow you guys to see that these aren't just a one and done light, and it's not just something you can only use for a backlight. These lights can be used for a lot of different and various setups and looks. Again, I think these are going to come in real handy with music videos and narrative work. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into more of the specifics of what I like and dislike about this light. So we'll go ahead and get a couple of the negatives out of the way. One negative for me, I was unable to change the temperature. It was stuck on 56 Kelvin the entire time. I kept turning the knob, I turned the power off and on, tried to reset it. I don't know if this is just me or if the light's stuck on there, but from what I understood, it's supposed to be able to change from daylight to tungsten balance. But yeah, so that was a slight negative for me. The brightness level goes from 10% to 100%. So you're not able to take it from 0 to 100. Everyone wants to go from 0 to 100. It does actually make a big difference and help a lot. You want to be able to create that really soft light. Again, you might not be needing soft light necessarily with accent lights a lot, or especially with backlights, but again, it is just really nice to have that feature. So it kind of stinks that you're only able to go from 10% to 100. One thing that I really like about this light is the arm system. This arm system literally goes like full, that looked bad. We're pendulum swinging. It's like flap, flap. The S30's arm literally goes full 180. So it just allows a lot of versatility in how you can set it up. You don't even really need a light stand. I mean, you could set this on a table, you can angle it on the floor. There's a lot of different ways that you can set this light up without even using a stand. Additionally, what's really cool is on the arm, it has a thread. So you can use that thread to attach it to maybe a cage or some other kind of rig somewhere else. So it just gives you some different options with rigging it up. And then obviously it has the bottom slot to put it on a light stand or a C-stand, which is a must, of course, but it's definitely a perk. Some other things I really like are the gels. Again, it comes with a set of gels, which is fantastic. I mean, when working with an accent light or any light that's kind of this size, it's nice to have gels that are already formed and fitted for that size. I don't have to break out my giant gels that I've purchased and start cutting them up to pieces just so I can slide them in there and use them for a couple shots in a production. All of a sudden, now that the rest of that gel, my big gel, is ruined, I gotta get a whole new one. Another great thing about this S30 that I really love is the barn doors. The barn doors are one of my favorite aspects. With these barn doors, again, being able to flip it all the way back and being able to pull two arms out, rotate them as you please. Again, it just gives you so much versatility and just gives you so many options how you're directing your light. Additionally, what I really like is the pull apart attachment it has. So you literally lift this, pull it to the side, and you can slide in the new attachments, you can slide in gels, and then you slip it back and it's locked in place. Like, so fast, so efficient, reliable, trustworthy, and easy. I am freaking sold on that feature. Additionally, I really like that it gives you multiple attachments. So you're not stuck with just this one spotlight effect and kind of maneuvering and controlling the light from there. You get multiple and various attachments that you can throw on. And even with these attachments, you can control and alter the light. You can change the direction, you can change the size, you can change the intensity. Just absolutely fantastic. Overall, I'm just a fan of this light because of the size and the versatility. This isn't overwhelming. It's not this huge bundle of gear you have to lug around everywhere. It's small, it's compact, it runs fast, it runs smooth, it's reliable. Now really, this, as they deem, is an LED focus light. But again, for my purposes, I'm really intending to use this as an accent light and backlight on my sets. Now to kind of wrap this all up, bundle it all up, package it real small and tight, this is a great buy and a fantastic light to have if you are a couple years into your filmmaking career or trying to expand your creative abilities. However, if you're a beginner or you're just breaking into filmmaking, I recommend focusing your time, money, and effort on getting a quality, powerful key light like an Aperture 120D. And that's it for this week's episode. Hope you enjoyed this more dramatic setup. We'll be jumping back to the normal setup next week. Unless you guys really like this. I mean, drop a comment, let me know. Maybe I should change the setup up. Maybe I should change it every week. Let me know, leave a comment. I'll see y'all next time.